Use code 8thPlaceDave to save 5% on your order at Face to Face Games, Canada's largest Magic the Gathering store, where qualified orders receive free shipping Canada-wide. Support the channel and visit facetofacegames.com today. Alright, so here I'm back with part 2 of this bulk lot of cards that I purchased for 200 Canadian dollars, about 10 to 11,000 cards. Here you can see some of the cool stuff that I picked out from the first part of it. If you didn't see that, it was pretty good because we managed to find this alpha counterspell, also an unlimited counterspell. Tons of good uncommons here, lots of pretty sweet stuff. Peerless Plunderers, Rat Colonies, that kind of things. Giant stack of bulk rares, a small stack of bulk mythics. Lots of other good uncommons, some decent rares here. So we're going to continue looking through the lot, and hopefully we can find some more cool stuff like this. Okay, so what we've got left are 4 Fat Pack boxes and then this giant thing to look through. I'm not sure if there are going to be any more rares or mythics. It looks like most of them were in one of these boxes here, but who knows, maybe we'll find some more. I'm sure we'll find some more decent commons and uncommons, though. Maybe we'll find some more alpha cards, who knows? Not going to hold my breath, but yeah, that would be pretty sweet. Okay, so we do have some more rares here, or at least one. So this looks like a non-basic land box. There's a Choked Estuary, there's one rare, okay. Never mind, getting a bit ahead of myself there, but there could be some decent uncommon basic lands in here. So that was just a bunch of tap lands. We got some old school foil basics though. What is this one? Here's one of the foil promo pack basic lands. These might have a bit of value, I'm not sure on these. It's a Mirrodin one though, that's kind of cool. Another one of these ones. It's from the, I think, the original Standard Showdown promo packs. This might just be basics. Yeah. Got a foil Amonkhet. There's a big one for you. It's a full art one. I'll take a closer look through these after, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna assume these are all random basics. Yeah, some old ones, but not terribly interesting. If there were unlimited or beta, that'd be sweet if there were some beta ones or even alpha, but doesn't look like it. Alright, so we got a box of just random blue commons, I guess. There we go, there's one Ghostly Flicker, there's another Avacyn Restored. Could be any more? Maybe? Hey, Ponder. That's cool. I found a couple decent things there. So we're in Kaladesh here, so expecting to find some of the blue common that I always seem to forget the name of, even though I just said it. It's Dramatic Reversal, and I didn't see it either. But, like I always say with these kind of videos, I look through these lots multiple times. Like, I'll look through this whole lot probably at least 4 or 5 times. So, inevitably there are going to be cards that I miss the first 1 through 4 times. So, you know, maybe the 5th time that I look through this, I'll find some more of those dramatic reversals. There's some old school stuff. Stonehorn Dignitary. That's actually not terrible. It's a cool card. Got a unique effect. When it enters the battlefield, the opponent skips their next combat phase. You can do some fun stuff with that. Flickering it. Fun for you, not for your opponent. There's a pretty old card here. Holy Armor. It looks like this is revised, though. Be cool if I could find some unlimited stuff like this one right here. There's an unlimited healing salve. I saw Tundra there and I was like, no way, Tundra, no, it's Tundra Wolves. See if we can find some more unlimited cards here, though. That'd be neat. Alright, so not in there, but I found one. Alright, so as suspected, not so much in that box of white commons, but there was that unlimited healing salve and Stonehorn Dignitary. Something, right? What is this one? Colorless? Could be some good stuff. Although once again, if it's all commons, maybe not. Power Stone Shard is kind of neat. Like, it feels like it has potential. So as I'm filming this, this is shortly after Dominaria United has come out, and I feel like Power Stones are going to have something to do in the Brothers' War. So I'm going to take those out and just hold on to them. Welding Jar is alright. Very playable. Ethereum Sculptor. Once again, it's playable. Hey, there's a Signet. It is common. Signet, 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 Signet. Pretty cool. I skipped by one there. It's one of the good ones, Orzhov. Centimere Signet. It's possible I could have gone by some Signets. Gary Signet. Simic Signet. Those ones aren't so... not as good as the others because they tap for green, and when you're playing green decks, you don't really need Artifact Ramp so much. Alright, so that is this box all empty. Did find some cool stuff as I hit my camera there. So now we'll move on to this quite large box. It's very heavy. So 5 rows. The person said this is pretty much all commons, so not sure what we're really going to find in here, but there could be some cool stuff. We found some cool stuff in those other boxes full of commons. Some artifact lands. Well, at least one of them there. Nomad Outpost. Panoramas. These things are all Reliquary Tower. There's a card that has value. More panoramas. Looks like there's a lot of panoramas. Some okay on non-basics there. Unclaimed Territory. Good. Barbarian Ring. That's cool. Deserts for your desert deck. Well, we have the good deserts, though. You know which one I'm talking about. Shefet, Ramanap. Not yet. Ramanap does have value, actually. Where is it? Show me the card I'm looking for. Shefet, Ramanap, right there. We found it. This one's going into cool stuff. Just the one. Alright, some more non-basic lands. Could be some cool stuff. Wow, this card sucks. It's old, though. Some more artifact lands. That's cool. Foil Rupture Spires from the Slivers Premium Duck Series deck. There's an old one. Some Mishra's Factory. That's cool. Too bad it's not a workshop, right? Field of Ruin on unclaimed territory. That's good. Hey, nice. A pack foil reliquary tower. It's not even a promo. That's pretty sweet. Some good stuff in this section here. I see more deserts. Ramanap. Hash up. 2 hash ups. 2 of them. Can you believe it? If near. If you reveal it. A foil chef at Dunes. What if we find a foil hash up? Could you imagine that? We'd be so lucky. Hostile Desert, that's a rare. Scavenger Grounds is also a rare. Okay, so we have some rare lands here. Hostile, Scavenger Grounds, Detection Tower, Cascade and Cataract has value. That's actually a good one. Some arches. Hey, cool. Wastes. That was a fun section to look through. Will there be more? I think there's all red cards now. I think Firebrand Archer might actually have a little bit of value. I'm not 100% sure on that. A Gifted Etherborn. So there are some uncommons in here. I mean, there are some rares too. I found those rare lands. Could be some cool stuff. Lapse Uncertainty is kind of cool. That did have a bit of value at one point. We'll take it out. Alright, so that is one of these rows in the box taken care of. Looks like, so since there are 5, I'm assuming that there's just one for each color basically, and this one looks like it also had the artifacts and lands. So the other ones could be more interesting minus the artifact and land part, because there was some pretty good stuff in those. But typically wouldn't be expecting to find a whole lot of stuff in old school, well not old school, and just random white commons. Alright, so what color will be next? Green. What are some good green commons? Colossal Dreadmaws, how about that? Got so many of them here. Got Listener Elf. playable anyway. Could be a turn 1 Glistener Elf. Dreadmouth. I see an old foil. Several foils, actually. This could be interesting. We have an Uthden Troll from Revised. Demolish. Some random foils. There's a couple old ones there. Take those out anyway. Farseek, that's a good common. Ikundu Cyclops. Take it out because it's old. Should have been taking out all the old stuff, actually. I'll have to go back and do that when I look through it again. So I like to fill up my binders. I'm sure there's some random stuff in here that I didn't have. Looks like probably this person didn't really... Hey, it's a blighted agent, that's okay. This person probably didn't really buy any Ravnica Allegiance, I think. Otherwise, I would be looking to find Persistent Petitioners. Here's a Gitaxian Probe, that's good. Super banned, but, you know, still good. Okay, there's the second row of this box. I got a pretty big stack of stuff here, because a lot of it is going to be those random foils. But still. Got some alright stuff, some Farseeks, Gitaxian Probe. Alright, so 3 rows left to go. Maybe I can adjust the camera again a little bit. Don't need it so far out anymore. Some red cards here. Blur Sliver. Blur... There we go. Blur Sliver. Bunch of those. I could take out pretty much all the slivers I find, and there's a good chance that some places would at least buy list them. There are other slivers in here that I passed up, like the Sentinel sliver, I believe. But I can go back and get those. Look at that thing. It's a 4/3. I like... Oh wait, that's a grub. I thought that was a gremlin, but actually... It looks like a gremlin. But anyway, I like gremlins, and it's a creature type I really want them to bring back. Give some support too. It was a Cultivate. It's printed in every commander deck now, pretty much. Every deck that has green, but probably still could buy list that. Maybe I'll find some more Farseek, because that'll be pretty good. A Harrow. I don't think that's worth anything, but whatever, I'll check it. Wild Nikotl was worth something for a while when it got unbanned in Modern. Really anything anymore. We got some more old cards. Did manage to find a unlimited card in the white row. Maybe we could find some more unlimited stuff. It would be neat. Shatter. So Aristic Lightning. It'd be cool if we could find Aristic Study, but I don't think those would be in here. Because those were kind of known commodity when this person seemed to be playing. It's a card from the dark. It's not a particularly interesting one. It's actually in pretty decent shape, though, for being so old. Another one. This one is not in as good condition. Some kind of wrecked cards here. Didn't know Blastoderm got reprinted. Remember this thing from Nemesis, I believe? Is Lignify worth something? I don't... That's one I'll have to check. Check on Blight Mamba as well. Some Rampant Growths. Once again, can buy list those. What happened to this Rejuvenate? Looks like it was probably... I was gonna say it was a draft stamp, but I think that's just pen. I don't know what's up with that. How do you like the centering on this card here? You can actually see the printer registration marks. It's probably actually worth taking that out, if that's the case, since you can see the marks. It's not a massive misprint or anything. You never know, someone might want it. I just found this Nature's Lore that I just passed by. Actually, there are two of them. I was just about to put those back into the box, so these ones that I missed on the first go. So in that section, there wasn't really a whole lot. Those Nature's Lures that I just found right at the end were kind of the most interesting. I'm gonna check on this thing. It could just be a random common, but it could also be an obscure reserve list card, who knows. Some more multicolored cards. This one has a line running down it. Surge of Strength. Old Alliance is one. I always feel like Crypt Sliver is worth something, but then I check it and it's not. I'll still do that again. Kirvex Purge. Not familiar with this card either. And some foils here. Nothing too interesting, just buy some bulk foils. Old school Manamorphose. That would have been a pretty big hit at various points over the past few years, but still worth something, a few bucks. It's a funny effect. Look at the top 3 cards of the target player's library, then return them in the same order. It's kind of cool, actually. It is a pretty unique one. We got some revised lightning bolts here. A couple of those. It'd be sweet if those were unlimited. So not a whole lot in that one either. Oh, there was the Manamorphose and some old stuff that I'll have to check on. One row left right here. Some black cards. What are some black commons that could be good? How about this one, Shadowborn Apostle? This did just get reprinted in Duel Masters 2, but it still has value, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them right there. So that's pretty cool. There's a random Ikoria card in here. It's interesting. That's way newer than any of the other stuff, because the person said that Dominaria, like the original Dominaria, was the newest thing in here. There is a Ravagate Allegiance there too. There's another rat colony. That's cool. That one goes with the 9 that I found in the right at the beginning of the first part. Looking through this a lot. There was like a rat colony kind of deck put together. Guess they didn't want to put that 10th one in the deck. Death Greeter actually has a bit of value, I believe. Learned that from making my Dina Soul Steeper deck, so I wanted to put that in there. Carrying Theater as well. Dirty Were Rat. There's a card for you. I think Tainted Strike is actually a pretty good common. Alright, so this is the last of a lot to look through. Armor Throw. Interesting. Minion of the Waste. Also interesting. This feels like it's probably a rare. I don't know. I'll check these things. But yeah, we're down to the end of the cards to look through here. So what I'm going to do after is take a closer look at all the things that I pulled out, try and get an approximation of the value, and then do a recap and show you all the cool stuff that I found. Yep, so there's some decent stuff there. These Shadowborn Apostles are cool. The Rat Colony. And you can see we've made it through this whole box. Let's finish that last row. So, as I said, I'm going to take a closer look and come back to you in just a moment. Alright, so we're back, and I've taken a closer look at these cards, scanned up a bunch of them, and I've put together a stack of the more valuable commons, uncommons, rares, those kind of things. Also a couple more stacks of cards that do have value as well, like these are good cards. I can buy list these or whatever, trade them. Out of everything that I scanned up, it came up to about $566 US by TCG mid pricing, so take that for what you will. That's everything that's... I took out everything that's like less than 50 cents or so. So 566, convert that to Canadian would be around 730, something like that. These are the big hits, though. Not so much. This is just cool, but these are the big hits. There's this Alpha Counterspell and an Unlimited Counterspell. And as I said before, I inspected this quite closely, and I'm convinced that this is real. I looked at it with the jeweler's loupe. I did the green dot test. I did a light test. Just looked at it pretty closely, and I do believe this is real, but as you can see, this is in very heavily played condition. So if this was a near mint alpha counterspell, it would be $2,000 plus in US dollars. The condition really hurts this one a lot, so I don't know, I'd put this at maybe 700-800, something like that, more or less, depending on who you're selling it to. And there's this unlimited one. It's also in heavily played condition, not as bad as that one, but I would still say this is heavily played. That one, I don't know, say it's like 30, something like that. So all of this together comes up to roughly 14 to 1500 Canadian dollars, which I'm pretty happy with. So there's that, and then there's a ton of bulk stuff left over that I didn't scan up or anything. There's this giant stack of rares, big stack of foils like that as well. And like I said before, I've only looked through this once. I'm sure that I'm going to find more stuff when I look through it multiple times. So here's some of the cooler commons and uncommons and things that I scan up. A whole bunch of signets, various types. Got a bunch of these monuments. There's 3 of the Ronos's ones here. That one's alright. There's some of the other ones in here as well. Spreading Seas, 3 of those. Place out of Mana Weft Sliver. Some Damping Spheres. 1 Memnite. 1 Fatal Push. 1 Swords to Plowshares. And 1 Dismember. 3 Tatyovas. There's a couple of Oketra's Monument, a place out of Unclaimed Territory. Some artifact lands here. There's these 4. Then there's also the black one in there as well. Found a bunch of rat colonies, 10 in total, I believe. 10 rat colonies, and I think 8 Shadowborn Apostles. Yeah, 8 Shadowborn Apostles. It's a decent rare here in Herald of Secret Streams. Some mythic planeswalkers. Some of these have been reprinted in Commander decks, but they're still cool. World Shaper, that thing's alright. There's a few decent rares here. Mirage Mirror. Eternal Witness, there's the Vault of Whispers, some Stitcher's Supplier, Nature's Lore, found a Windfall, 4 Bontu's Monuments, that's the best of the monuments, for value anyway. Some Reckless Rages, surprised at the value of this. Also surprised at the value of Curious Obsession, seeing as that did get reprinted in the first Jumpstart, but still valuable uncommon. Old School Metamorphose, and Umbral Mantle. Some lands here, Cascading Cataracts, a Reliquary Tower, and a foil Reliquary Tower. Surprisingly, the Sheffet Dunes in foil, I guess it must have went up after the Hazazon got spoiled or something. Because I actually ordered a foil one of this to put in my Hazazon deck after that was spoiled. I don't remember how much I paid for it, maybe like $2 or something, but right now it's scanning up as like 11, so that's cool. And then 3 Pitiless Plunderers, still the most valuable uncommon that I've been able to find out of lots like this. So that's cool to find this one. Also got this foil Yargle here, so that's pretty sweet too. So that was a lot of fun to look through, and yeah, this was definitely one of the better random buys that I've done. So anyway though, if you're still watching, thanks for watching. It'd be cool if you can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I'd encourage everyone to come join my Discord server. You can find a link to that in the video description below. In the video description is also where you can find my affiliate links for Dragon Shield in case you'd like to purchase any gaming supplies. You can follow those links and help out the channel while you do so. And I'd also just like to take a moment to thank all of the patrons who support me on Patreon. But otherwise though, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.